Houses aren't built from hope. They're built from blueprints. A blueprint is not a wish, not a mood, not a flourish of inspiration on a good day. It is a drawing that tells wood where to go and steel what to bear. Most lives remain under construction forever because the owner never chose a blueprint, only moods, only reactions, only the endless renovations demanded by other people's priorities. Goals are the blueprints of your future. They translate desire into design, design into sequence, sequence into daily acts that can be done with two steady hands. Earl Nightingale called it the strangest secret: we become what we think about. The mind needs a shape to pour itself into. A goal gives it that shape. The unshaped mind drifts, the shaped mind directs. The unshaped day scatters, the shaped day stacks. The unshaped life argues, the shaped life builds. Stand still long enough to ask yourself a builder's questions. 1. What am I constructing with my attention? 2. Who is this for? Specifically. 3. How will I know when a section is complete? You do not need certainty to begin. You need a draft. Draft the simplest blueprint you can live with for the next 90 days. Grand visions are fragile. Honest blueprints are durable. Put fewer rooms on the plan and finish them beautifully. Write one page that names 1. The domain you are building in. 2. The people you serve. 3. The value you will create. 4. The outcomes that prove it exists. Plain words. Present tense. No theater. A builder's page. Goals fail when they are wishes dressed up in numbers. Goals work when they are outcomes bound to practice. The goal is the wall. The practice is each brick set before noon. If your goal cannot be converted into time on a calendar, it is not yet a goal. It is an intention. Refine it until it fits the schedule. A useful goal answers 4 questions without wobble. 1. What is the outcome? 2. By when? 3. Measured how? 4. Advanced by which daily or weekly practice? For examples: 1. Publish 12 substantial essays by June 30th. Measure essays shipped and subscriber feedback. Practice 500 words before 9 a.m. weekdays. 2. Add $25,000 in new recurring revenue by Q3. Measure signed contracts. Practice 5 outbound conversations per workday. Friday review and pipeline hygiene. 3. Run 100 miles this quarter. Measure miles log. Practice 3 runs weekly. Mobility daily. Long run Sunday. Napoleon Hill called it a definite chief aim. Franklin made it a ledger of virtues. Marcus Aurelius turned it into instructions to himself. Modern athletes turn it into training blocks. The pattern is timeless. Clear aim. Measured progress. Routine practice. Written review. Limit yourself to 3 primary goals per quarter. Too many rooms on the blueprint, and you dilute the crew. Choose 1 for your craft value creation, 1 for your body energy to carry the day, 1 for relationships or service, the context that gives meaning. The body is not optional. It is the engine. Relationships are not a bonus. They are the load-bearing walls. The craft is your gift to the world. It must be tended daily. Convert goals to calendar. If it does not live on the calendar, it does not live. Schedule the first and most valuable practice in the first available hours, the treasury of the mind. A day with a protected morning and an honest evening review will outpace a day chasing fires by a decade. Vision is aerial photography. Goals are the survey stakes in the soil. Sequence is the path between them. Most people love vision until it asks for sequence, then they return to vision to feel good again. Do the unfashionable thing, write the steps. Working backward. 1. If the outcome is 12 essays by June 30th, you need topics this week, rough outlines next week, a writing cadence, 500 words before 9 a.m., an editing window Wednesdays, and a shipping ritual Fridays at 3 p.m. Build a pipeline, so that at any time one essay is being drafted, one edited, one queued to publish. If the outcome is $25,000 MRR, you need a clean list of 50 ideal prospects. This week, a simple message that respects their time today. A daily outreach and follow-up cadence, weekday mornings, a call framework, clarify needs, propose outcomes, next steps, and a CRM you actually open. 3. If the outcome is 100 miles, you need shoes that fit, routes you enjoy, a schedule that survives your real life, and a written log. The log is the honesty. Sequence turns pressure into progress because it lets you ask a better question each day. What's my next stake? When overwhelmed, zoom in. When drifting, zoom out. Zoom is a discipline. Install bridge tasks, 2-minute openings that cross the threshold into the real work. Title the document. Pull the dataset. Put on shoes. Open the canvas. Dial the first number. The bridge removes the drama from starting. Once you begin, momentum advocates for you. Life is not a slot machine. It is a ledger. Causes entered with regularity create effects with regularity, only not on your preferred schedule. The lag between planting and harvest is where most people quit and then declare the farm a fraud. Do not be fooled by the lag. Protect the streak instead. Trace the chain that does not change. 1. Thought clarified by goal. 2. Action organized by priority. 3. Habit formed by repetition. 4. Character forged by standards. 5. Outcomes delivered when character meets circumstance. When the scoreboard stalls, judge yourself by fidelity to causes, not the speed of effects. Ask 1. Did I do the practice at the scheduled time? 2. Do I need to reduce the unit of work to protect the streak? 3. Is there a bottleneck in the sequence I can remove today? Farmers do not shame corn into growing. They water, they weed, they wait, and they work elsewhere in the field. Your work is to keep tending causes while the effects ripen. Doubt is loudest at the edge of compounding. Goals live or die by what gets through the gate. Inputs dig channels in your mind. Your attention follows them. Do an input audit for 7 days. 1. First 5 things in the morning. 2. Last 5 things at night. 3. Conversations that enlarge you. Conversations that shrink you. Replace the corrosive with the simplest upgrade. 1. 10 pages of a book that has outlived empires instead of 30 minutes of news churn. 2. 5 minutes of handwritten planning instead of reaction at dawn. 3. A sunrise walk instead of a midnight binge. 4. Questions that surface people's strengths instead of gossip that harvests their mistakes. Design your environment like a foreman setting up a site. 1. Phone in another room during deep work. 2. Notifications off, badges hidden. 3. Desk reset nightly with only today's tools visible. 4. Best book open to the next page. 5. Purpose and quarterly goals posted at eye level. 6. Gym bag, placed where your feet will find it. You are not proving willpower, you are removing friction. Excellence is easier in a room arranged for it. You will not consistently outperform your self-image. If you call yourself scattered, your behavior will comply. Upgrade identity through evidence you can generate daily. Choose a few rules that bite. 1. I keep promises, especially the quiet ones before dawn. I do 1 deep block before messaging. 3. I practice the vital few daily and let the trivial many wait. 4. I answer conflict with calm and clarity. 5. I trade short-term approval for long-term respect. Collect proofs, 1 early block, 1 honest conversation, 1 page, 1 run, 1 sale, 1 clean line of code. Confidence is compound interest on kept promises. When old labels arrive, I always quit. I'm not that kind. Answer with present tense commitments tethered to action. 1. I make starting trivial. 2. I protect a 90-minute block. 3. I ship on Fridays at 3. Identity follows evidence. Evidence follows design. Design follows decision. A good plan survives bad days. Build a cadence that works when life gets loud. Daily 1. Evening. Write 3 outcomes for tomorrow tied to your goals. Outcomes, not tasks. 2. Morning. Read your aim aloud. Start with the first outcome. 3. Deep work. 1 90-minute block per outcome if possible. If not, protect at least 1 block to keep momentum. 4. Shallows. Batch communications. Limit the container. 5. Evening. Review on a single page. What moved, what blocked, what changes. Weekly. 1. 1-page review. Outcomes shipped, lessons learned, drift diagnosed, adjustments chosen. 2. Pipeline check. Ensure the next stakes are set for each goal. Monthly. 1. System tune-up. Remove 1 friction. Add 1 automation. Refine 1 ritual. Quarterly. 1. Evaluate goals with data. Update the blueprint. Recommit. When you're stuck, shrink the unit of work and extend the streak. A 10-minute block done beats an hour imagined. Goals live in a human world. Boundaries protect them. Trust compounds them. Clear is kind, is operational excellence disguised as empathy. Make your no kind and your yes costly. 1. Office hours for communication. Response windows, not 24/7 access. 2. Meetings require agendas and outcomes. Otherwise, send a memo. 3. Deep work blocks public on the calendar. Treat them as meetings with your future. 4. Devices out of the first meal. Mornings belong to creation. Use braving in practice. 1. Boundaries state and keep them. 2. Reliability. Do what you say at a sustainable cadence. 3. Accountability. Own misses. Fix causes. 4. Vault. Keep confidences. Be safe to speak with. 5. Integrity. Values over optics. 6. Non-judgment. Ask for help. Offer help without shame. 7. Generosity. Assume good intent while requesting clear behavior. Belonging beats fitting in. Fitting in demands performance and pretense. Belonging invites contribution. Build teams around shared goals and shared standards. Culture is structure repeated in public. Your schedule teaches what matters. Hard conversations are easier when the goal is visible. You are not attacking a person. You are protecting the blueprint. Speak plainly. To meet our standard, we need X by Y. If that's not possible, say so now so we can adjust. A brilliant blueprint cannot outrun a bankrupt body. Guard state. Minimum viable protocol. 1. Sleep window consistent. Screens off early. Dark room. 2. Light and movement early. A short walk is a multiplier. 3. Simple food. Hydration. Caffeine with intent. 4. Training that fits your season. 5. Breathing breaks between blocks. 6. Regular contact with people who normalize direction, not drift. When state dips, scale the work, not the aim. Shorten blocks to 25 minutes. Protect the streak. Momentum is a mental health asset designed for it. Moods are weather, goals are climate. Note the weather, honor the climate. The impatient decorate their days. The disciplined design their decades. Compounding is the mathematics that rewards fidelity to small causes. 1 hour a day, honestly kept, produces bodies of work that look like genius to the untrained eye. 1 authentic conversation a week produces networks that look like luck. 1 in 4 standard daily produces a reputation that arrives before you do. Write a 10-year day where you wake, who you serve, what you build, how your body feels, what your schedule signals. Then compress it into today's smallest faithful act. Do it. This is how future becomes present without fantasy. Quiet excellence is the posture of those who trust compounding. They begin on time. They finish what they start. They leave rooms better than they found them. They do not need to announce their discipline. Its fruits announce themselves. Measure value, not vanity. Likes or weather, outcomes shipped, clients served, promises kept, skills improved. These are climate. You will miss. Everyone misses. The difference is what you do next. A 4-part diagnostic. 1. Skill. Do I need instruction or reps? 2. System. Is the sequence or environment wrong? 3. Scope. Was the unit of work too large? 4. State. Did energy undercut execution? Fix one cause. Remove one friction. Restart with a bridge task. Protect the next block. Protect the streak. Be firm with commitments. Gentle with errors. Generous with effort. The aim is not perfection. The aim is direction. At some point, you realize your life feels simpler and more exacting. Simpler because your yes is clear. More exacting because you hold yourself to it. You feel noise, but it does not own you. You feel fear, but it does not vote. You feel applause and silence and treat both the same. You keep building. When asked for your secret, tell the truth. You wrote a blueprint. You turned it into stakes on a calendar. You guarded the gate. You kept small promises. You measured causes in public and effects in private. You adjusted the plan when data demanded, not when moods lobbied. You treated discipline as kindness to your future. You built trust by being reliable at a sustainable pace. You did this not once, but daily. Start where you stand. 1. Write 3 quarterly goals: craft, body, relationship, service. 2. Draft the sequence for each. 3. Schedule tomorrow's first outcome and set out the tools. 4. Put your phone in another room. 5. In the morning, read your aim aloud. Cross the bridge and move one stone. We become what we think about. Goals give your thoughts walls to stand up against the weather. Make the drawing. Lay the bricks. Let time faithful and exact. Turn your blueprint into a home you are proud to live in.